Hi, Christina. Thank you so much for talking to me today. I thought you would be a really great person to explain your motivation and what drives you, plus what your day job is. So, Christina by day and Christina active, fit, and super motivated. Tell me all about that.
Wow, Sasha, you're too kind. Those are not words I would describe myself with, honestly. But first of all, thank you for having me on this platform. I know we've been planning this for a long time, and it's finally gotten down to this stage. But it's a true honor to be here. My story, where do I begin? Ever since I was a kid, I think I've not been fit at all. I would find every excuse to avoid PT, to avoid swimming lessons, whatever it is. And then at one point when I started work, I realized that it just struck me when I saw a picture of myself that, whoa, is that really me? Like, that's shocking. And that was a rude awakening. And then I was blaming everyone around me, like, how did you let me get this far? Like, how did this happen? But at the end, I met a friend of a friend, Coach Shrimal, and he started my journey by asking me a very interesting question that still keeps me that I still ask myself even now. Why? Why are you doing this? What's your motivation for it? So yeah, that sort of keeps me going. And I won't lie, there are difficult days. There are days when
So,
you
what
don't.
is your motivation and why? What's the answer to that now at this point?
Okay, so yeah, in the beginning it was purely superficial. I was like, I bought a dress that is 2 sizes lower, and I was like, I want to fit in that dress, and I did, and it was
Okay.
great. But I think my why has evolved with when I grew. My why has also changed. Now my why is basically to feel strong. Like that feeling in the gym is it's a different feeling. And I keep sending you voice notes about this because it's like, okay, how much can I lift today, or what new movement can I do today that I haven't been able to do last week or last month? So that sense of competitiveness with yourself is amazing, and it pushes you, and that sort of motivates me to get to the gym or now at home. um, I also find that it's helpful to think of every day as a new opportunity. Like you mentioned about the way that I work in a broadcast field. So we are on call most of the time. We have 48-hour days, 24-hour days, weeks without sleep, bad nutrition, and, the worst kind. Don't get me wrong, I love my job. But there are challenges. It isn't easy. So I remind myself that today is a day when I have the opportunity to train, when I'm not sick, when I don't have work commitments. So I'm going to use it to the fullest, and I'm going to train, and I'm going to train hard. And then when the days come that I cannot, I can look back and say, hey, I can take it easy. It's great to like take a breather because I know I've put in the work. So that's my sort of why at the moment.
Well, put in the work is an understatement because I've seen Christina go straight from work to a workout, maybe back to work again, and continue like that for days. So that's why I thought she was an ideal candidate to talk about with regard to motivation because I've really seen her push the limits and not be restricted by time or location, equipment, or even sleep. But
Yeah, so right now, honestly, it's an interesting time we're all in. It's quite challenging to be at home. One of the things I would look forward to was laying out my clothes on the bed the night before and waking up and going straight to the gym. Now I can't do that. So
yeah,
it's interesting, but I still lay out my clothes. I still
nice.
follow some semblance of a routine, and that actually helps. And then having people like you and Shrimal and a group of fit people around me really motivates me, because they will ask you, what did you do today? How did you spend your day? So that really, really helps to be accountable to someone. And yeah, that whether you're in quarantine or not, that's a great way to stay fit.
True. I remember one of the other important points you made at one point, and this was, of course, being out of quarantine and living our regular lives. That was just being appreciative of the fact that you have the facilities at your disposal to
Yeah.
be able to exercise, to work out, or you have the time, you have the knowledge. And this is something that a lot of people don't look at as a bonus, which you really think about all the time.
Yeah, so exactly like you said, I think in some ways it's a luxury that we are able to work out, because so many people are sick, so many people are unwell, and if you look at it from that perspective, it doesn't become a chore. I'll be honest with you, in the beginning it was when I first started, it was really difficult to get out of bed. But once you realize that, oh my gosh, at the end of it, you feel so, do you know the word for it, accomplished. You feel so happy, content with it. Not every workout is like that, but most of them are. And you feel those feel good endorphins come out. So it is a luxury to be able to do those things, to be able to go out, to be able to lift weights, to be able to have the time to do it. So when it is available to you, use it to the maximum, and don't take it for granted. So yeah, that's a good rule of thumb to follow.
Yeah, sure. So those are all very, very good points. And a little bit more about Christina, from Kilimanjaro and lots of cardio to weights and also healthier diet. And she's done it all pretty much. So if you ever want to hit her up for any other motivational quotes, she's always motivating people all around.
So I feel like one of the things that also we do take for granted is that there are so many goals around us that we can achieve. Like you mentioned, Kilimanjaro, it just came to me that maybe your goal is just enjoying time with your kids, or leading them to a healthier lifestyle, or doing a 5K or a marathon, or climbing Kilimanjaro. So many adventures, so many experiences out there, so many goals and targets you can reach. But it won't happen until you get off your couch and get to actually doing it. It's a small step-by-step procedure. It is about consistency, but again, that luxury that is offered to us, about that we can achieve these goals, that we can achieve these targets, is unbelievable. It's mind-blowing, and we shouldn't let that go to waste.
Yeah, for sure. I'm living here in Dubai as well. The infrastructure supports it. We have so many resources that are free resources just all around the place, within close distance also. So the max you have to travel is maybe like 20K, but I'm sure within a 5K, you will find a group to motivate you, work out with them, and find people that you gel with to make you stronger and help you find your true warrior inside.
Absolutely, yeah. Dubai is a fantastic place to be fit. And yes, people complain about the summer months and all these things, but even during this quarantine time, another great thing that I've seen come out of it is Instagram workouts. Like, I know you do some workouts which are live for 24 hours, and then you can go back in your own time during the day and go through them. So I love that the fitness community is coming together in ways that I've never seen before, and people are taking health and fitness as a top priority, as they should be, because at the end of the day, you only have you to rely on. So it's important that you take care of yourself and make sure that you go all the way.
For sure. Otherwise, we'll end up like the little bear behind you there, completely sedentary, can't move, frozen.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Christina, for finally doing this. I'm so excited it happened.
It's been amazing. Thank you for all of, because I haven't mentioned this, but you've been a true inspiration to me. You've been talking about how to get women into feeling good about themselves and not just a number on the scale, which is something that I used to want to achieve.
Yes. You
So
throw the scale out?
no, the scales are still there. I won't lie. It's still there. But that number doesn't really mean anything. In fact, I've just stuck a sticker on top of it. So even if I stand on it,
Yeah.
there's nothing there.
Why are you standing on it then? Just for the no, so that is really good. But at the end of the day, it's I mean, you can look at the number, and I'm sure today you're empowered enough to not have that number bother you at all. I can guarantee that.
Definitely it does not, because honestly, I see it for me in the way that my clothes fit, in the way that I don't run out of breath when I'm climbing a flight of stairs. As simple as that. So those things mean more to me than the number on the scale at the moment. So getting there was a long journey, but I'm pretty happy in the place I am right now. And I know I have a long way to go, long way to go. But I'm really excited about it. And you have helped so much regarding that.
You're most welcome anytime. You know where to find me. Well, here for now. But yeah, you mentioned stairs, and that was another great achievement. So last year, almost same time last year, where you did the 500 floors.
Yes, that was in your stairway, and we achieved 500 floors. I think I was significantly slower than everyone else in the group. I think I took around 3 hours. I think I took around 3.5 hours. Yeah. Brutal stuff.
I know, and you still didn't give up.
Yes, but fun challenges like that, people that motivate you, again, people that are around you to keep you come up with this zany stuff to say, let's just try this out, let's just do this, and you're like, okay, let's go, let's game. So that is also important. Your friend circle, your lifestyle, all that impacts how you go along on your fitness journey as well.
True. Yeah, that's true. So eventually it's the lifestyle changes we make rather than
Absolutely.
just that one moment of the workout. It's about incorporating it
Absolutely.
into your life as a whole. And your life is pretty much that. It's active, it's fit, and it's outdoorsy. All of these awesome things. So keep going. And yeah, tell me what's your next challenge? I would love to know.
So right now I'm trying to navigate so now I'm at home because of quarantine, but before this I was trying some weighted movements. So I was
Okay.
trying personal best on deadlifts and just other movements in the gym. Besides that, I have a plan to run a half marathon at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, so when we get around to being able to run outside again, that's definitely on the list.
So coming up this winter. That's if we're released. I think everyone will start running a half marathon. Like, yay, I can run.
I know. After
Right.
being cooped up inside for so long.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to say bye on that note. Thank you so
Yes,
much again. And I look forward to knowing what's coming next and following your journey.
super. Thanks so much, Sash. Take care.
Thank you.